Hey guys, let's talk about tracking, okay? So, first thing about tracking is there's a human. Human looks at a display. It's probably pretty easy. And what the human does is he applies a force on a control. That's the control output. The control output goes to the system output, and there's a feedback loop to the human through a display. I guess that makes sense. No. What the human does is a command input into the control. The control output goes to the system, and then the system has an output. System output has a feedback by changing the target. There might be disturbances, or there might be disturbances like wind. Disturbance input is wind. Or there might be a command input, like the curvature of the road, which isn't really wind. You have to command it differently. You don't have to readjust it. And those are errors. Okay, so the frequency of corrections needed is called the bandwidth. A maximum threshold is basically 1 Hertz. I guess that means 1 correction per second is the maximum that's ideal. Okay, the feedback that the human receives should be predictive so that you kind of know where you need to go. There are orders. There's an order of change. First, 0 order is position change, first order is velocity change, and second is acceleration. When you're dealing with acceleration changes, that's a sluggish system, and that's where predictive elements are really important. The neutral point is v equals 0 for velocity. Now what tracking should do is aim for stability. One example of closed loop instability is when you have a lag in the control loop, so that you're always trying to readjust that lag, but that just creates more problems. Another cause of problem is too much gain. Another is correction before the feedback shows you that you already did correct it. Lag in control loop means you're not responding quick enough. That's bad. Now what you want to do is make an open loop so that you're not trying to correct, but you're trying to aim at somewhere to go. And there's a skill needed to that open loop, which you can ask before feedback, and that's pretty advanced, I guess. Another form of tracking is remote manipulation, for when something is far away or is hazardous to a human user. There are problems with that. It might be hard to make. You might need proprioceptive feedback, which is difficult to calibrate. There might be a time delay, and because the system is sluggish or is far away or requires computation. What you can do for that is sacrifice complexity for simple but immediate results. Or you can make predictive displays. Or what you can actually do is make computational simulations, like you make a script for what the remote should do. But the problem with that is it might not be exactly analogous to the actual situation. Another problem with remote manipulation is depth perception. You need 2 cameras and they might not really be calibrated well. Okay.